Hi guys, and here, welcome back to my Minecraft Survival Let's Play single player world, and we are here at the Valley of the Miners. We've just built our Miners Guild. We need a name for the valley, so I'll have to think about that unless anyone's got any good suggestions down below. But today I want to start thinking about infrastructure, how it's all going to connect around here, how we can potentially connect up to our starter island as well. And that's, White Forge Island, where we did all the initial farms. So let me get out of my leaf. So I'm thinking right now, we've got a pathway temporarily goes to there. We do have this ravine underneath here, which I want to make a bit of a feature from, because I want this to sort of be the main center square of this community. There will be houses that way and buildings up this way and around this side, but this is going to be the main center bit here. So we'll think now, we've got a pathway to connect up to my house over there. I need a pathway going down there. I also need a pathway going up there, and I'm thinking probably a pathway we will take us out this way, because we do know that down here we've got this bit of a large lake slash mini sea here as well, which seems to be a bit landlocked, but it will potentially give us some building opportunities out here as well. So we need to bear that in mind. Now I'm not going to put the full road out here or anything like that, but I just need to bear in mind where things could potentially go. But I think to start off with, first I want to come down to here and do it safely, and then down into here where we have this ravine. I'm trying to think, I want to maybe open this up, maybe all the way, maybe it's like a circle, open this up to the elements above and have it open, let light flood in, but we can maybe then do something on there like a glass floor, so you can look from there down in below into this ravine and see it as well. And then we can obviously put something on here so we can get in and out of it and go to some mining from it, as well as the other mines in the area. So for that, I think I'm going to have to shift quite a bit of this soil here and see how far that goes. It might be quite a bit of a thick layer actually. I'm trying to think here now. So from here, I think now I could potentially just go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. That could be quite thick. 6 if you want to include up here as well. And I shouldn't move behind here at night when it's dark. So I think I might have to dig a little bit out and see how it looks. I can always fill it back in if it's not going to be a practical option. So let me dig that out, and then I'll be back with you in a minute. Right, we've dug some hole out here now, so not quite gone fully across that way. I've exposed more this side unintentionally, but that's fine. I can always dig this back a little bit more if I wish to, although I may actually bring this back in and maybe take a bit more of this side and a bit of that out. I'm not sure, but I do like the fact that this is now open. You can see right down into it, and we can make a bit of a feature on it. But I suppose this level, I mean, that's sort of like the natural pathway down here. We take out a few of these trees, and that will be potentially the natural pathway for the road, and then that will go down that way. So that's the kind of thing I need to be looking for. What would be the natural pathways, the main roads going in and out of this area? Because I would imagine there'll be a main road coming straight down the valley into the center bit here, and then straight out round down that way as well, and maybe then a road also going up that way. So it's like a bit of a junction. So this might not be in the actual square, that might be more further down here, but we could have like an oval feature here showing off this ravine down below. So let me go and dump some of this dirt actually, and I need to go and grab some stone. I think this level will be a good one to start at. Just a bit more of this away just for the moment. We can always fill things back in again afterwards, but it just gives us a little bit more working space. Let's come down, we'll take out, that's 4, 5 here. Swap over to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Then we'll go into 1. I need to do this one higher. All of a sudden it's getting dark. Right, that's 2, that's 1. Let's go 3 across there. 1 onto there, and then we'll do another 2 here. And then we can do another 5 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move you out of the way, please. Go. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then do I need to come back this way a little bit? I think I might need to move it back that way. 1. Then I go 1, 2, 3 there. So that's going to be like our oval floor, what we've dug out here. So we'll put glass in this level, clear out all the stuff around the edge here. All this will go. That opens all the way down to the bottom. He just fell. And then that is, we've got this rim around it. I might change this for a different block. I think that will work. We just need to smooth that side out to make that level. Have this pathway coming down here. I think I've started clearing some of these trees out, actually give it a bit more space to work with. We'll work out where the main square is going to go. Because once we've got the main infrastructure in, the main road network in, we can then start planning other buildings. The two obvious ones were my home and the Miners Guild that seem to fit where they are. We need to start working out other homes as well, leveling some of this off to make this go up as well and all tier in. So I've got a little bit of work to be cracking on with for the time being. So let me get on, get the glass in there, start leveling this off, and we'll see what it looks like in a sort of while. Okay, we are got some space cleared out. So come back up here. So there we go. We've got our little hole in the floor to show off the ravine below. Cleared a bit of space out here. I want to have some sort of logo on the floor to represent this area. Some sort of design. I have a big sort of stone center area here. Might have thin this path back a little bit. Put some sort of design on there. I've got an idea of some like 2 cross pickaxes in the floor, surrounded by stone. A pathway going there and a pathway going there. This will be the main road. So this will be fairly wide stone roads. So that will go off down that way. That will head off that way. And it will head off that way over that gap there as well. So what I want to do now is on this level here, put something in. So I think I'm just going to have to take a little bit more out of these here. Right, let's see if we can work out how I remember to do this now. Put you there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I might have to revert back to my creative world while I was doing this. I think that's about right. No, it's not. It's wrong. Got one already. I'll tell you what. I'm going to keep going back and forth between here and my creative world. How I put this together. So let me do that. And I'll come back when it's done, rather than me try and do this and fail on camera. Okay, here we go. We've got the pickaxes in place. Can I just come up a little bit high here? So I do need to clear out some more of the ground. Take those trees, I'm going to have to go now, I'm afraid. Clear out some more of the ground around it. So we can have like a stone circle around it, which will just connect up to the edge of that, I would imagine. Or maybe slide it in a bit. But that would be like the center square. As it goes down here, this is going to have to tear down as well. I'm to raise this up a little bit just to fit it in. But that'll be the center square marked in place. Just so we know what this area is, and it marks in quite clearly. I quite like the idea of doing that. So what I'm going to do now is thin out the areas here, take these trees down, get this all down to one level, put in the stone circle, fill it all in, and then hoping they will stand out with the stone easily enough. I did think about doing it in blue wool, but it looked a bit wrong, but it might look better with the stone circle in it. We'll maybe have to change that. We'll have to have a look. So the night is here. So peaceful and quiet in here. Up in the mountains. The lights of a couple of buildings in here, but we'll get some more lights going around here anyway. Really am liking this area, really am a lot. So I'll do some more clearing out, and then I'll be back with you once this has been done. We've got a bit more of a layout. Okay, I've just put a stone brick all around the edge of this to fill it in, and it's looking better. However, they don't stand out at all. They are very much hidden away with it. I did change the trim over here to the black stone, deep slate, sorry, brick. I'm half tempted now just to do the same here. Let's just do it with one of them. And then just wondering then, change the middle bit, the middle stone here. And then now what I could just do is come in and just change the stone. The tuft. The tuft stands out more than the stone. Is that everything? That's everything. We're going to have a look at that. That stands out better. That just definitely stands out better. So I'm going to do the same over there for that. I was going to make this a circular shape, but then it would be absolutely massive anyway. But I'll fill in the gaps anyway, so it doesn't look like a set square. I'll trim these in, curve it in a little bit like that around that side. That needs to level up for that path. I'll curve in around the sides of here as well, so that's not just grass around the edge. I'll layer that path in, and I'll layer this path down to here. And then, although this is just stone at the moment, I might come in and texture this up and just chuck in some. I've got some actually. I have. Just chucking some stone brick like this. It's just normal stone, just to vary it up a little bit. But it shows it's looked after around here. Over now, it's looked after the floor on here. It's not like cobble. They care for the floor here. We've got the ores here from the stone and pick up, so they can actually have some nice stone around here for their flooring, for their walkways and their roads, and they take care of them. As you go out of town, we'll probably introduce a bit more cobble and stuff like that into the road, where they're not maintained as well as what are in some of the towns around here. But that needs to be done. I'll crack on with that as well. And hopefully we'll have a better idea of what we're looking at going forward. There is an Anderman whooping it down here, I think. And look at this. Now the pickaxes are showing a lot more clearly now. We've got the deep slate in it. Can't really see from down there. Let's have a quick look up here. But I've actually got pathways going out of the valley, through the valley floor, that way and that way. But there we go. The pickaxes are a lot more clearly noticeable there. And that looks quite nice in the middle of the town centre floor. Like a little logo for the area indicating what it's for. We'll say I've got this pathway now. It comes down this way into the landscape. It kind of just stops here at the moment because I was trying to work out how this is going to go forward. I've got this water stream what runs down to here, and this is quite deep here, so I could potentially have a little lake if I wanted to, or I could just fill this all up, and instead of having the pathway going that way, have it going down this way. And then let's say I've got it going around that edge at the moment. I've sort of marked it off over that side. However, there's nothing stopping me coming to this side, or even going each side and putting a bridge going across. Again, likewise, there's another waterfall coming down here into the lake, which might be quite nice to keep and decorate up. There is a little bit of a cave down here as well, actually. But that's quite a nice way marked out for that. Going out this way, again, you can see a trail of torches, and these lead all the way down over to that inlet sea we have over here. So whether they come here or whether they come over this side, or have a dock over this side, there's an option for either one. I've not put torches all the way around the pathway around this mountain, around the loop. I can add them in easily enough anyway. But I've gone this way as well. Again, we've got a big dip here where we could potentially put maybe a lake and a bridge over it. And I've added the pathway in up to my house as well. I think what I like to do now is probably clear out some of the trees in this area here. Probably just stop this water temporarily. See what space we've got down here. Maybe add a pond. And maybe we'll put a bridge in, maybe get that ready for going out into that way. So I'm going to grab my, actually the first thing I'm going to do, I think this is the place where the water is coming from. I'll put that torch there, so I can always put it back in. We can maybe add some landscaping to get a better waterfall in. I'm going to see now whether that is worth putting a lake in and a waterfall. I can just put a lake in, not have to put the waterfall back in. So I'll chop trees down, let that clear out, and then we'll see what space we've got underneath here. Okay, now this is cleared out, I've got a bit of a better vantage of it, and it's when you come down to here, it's quite flat, and it should then just be a gradual rise out at this end. There is this lava lake which I'll probably want to get rid of because I've no need for it. In fact, just to play it safe for the moment, because I know I'll walk into it at some point. Put you down on it. Let's just block you off there for the moment. Now that water will probably flow back down again. Put a water source back in there, and that is fine. And if it comes into here, let's go back up and put that water source back in. So that flows down here. There's a split here in the hill around this tree, but it is just generally basically going straight away down here. I don't mind taking out some of these trees in the middle here, for example. And this one here. To give it a more natural flow down this hill. Because I could maybe come in and put some more mossy cobble and cobble in here. Take this tree out, or take this one out. Again, I'm not concerned about taking too many trees out, because ultimately If I want to, I can replant any saplings down here. I did that around the village, the centre. Once I cleared it out and I'd done everything, I could then refill it. But I'm now kind of thinking that they're all flowing into here. I don't mind digging this down a couple more levels and actually making this into a lake. Because pathway comes down to there, and there's nothing stopping me actually, again, using the land to come this way. Around the side of the lake, we can always build like a bank on here, and have a lake here with a bank up the side here, and a pathway going around that way. That would look quite nice actually. And then I can take this back a little bit if I wanted to, and maybe bank it up as well. You know, bring some cobble, mossy cobble, something like that, just to make it look like there's been some stone put in there to show up the side of the hill while the lake's here, and it doesn't erode it away. I think that would be a nice idea. So I'm going to stop this water. I'm going to dig out this lake here a bit more, and then start filling this in with water. Have I seen any? Have I got any sea pickles anywhere? I think I've got some back at this White Forge Island. If I can get some sea pickles, decorate the bottom of the ocean. I think I'm going to try and get some fish, actually get some into this pond. And then we should have this little area set up. Path ready to go out to that way. I think that will be quite nice. So let me get that done, and we should hopefully be there. Right, there we go. One lake in place with the waterfall back coming down the hill into the lake. That is looking quite nice indeed. Need to decorate that up, but also need to then think about putting the pathway in around here. That's got space to come around this way, put a retaining wall in around there, maybe a bit one this side as well. That's quite a decent sized pond. We need to get some fish into there as well. Maybe a few blocks of coral in there, just put a little bit of colour into it, but that's looking quite nice. And we've got a defined pathway of where we're going to go out this way. We can see the line of torches, and that will work out quite well. And then the pathway from the house to the main pathway, this coming down into the village square where we have the symbol of the miners here, the cross pickaxes, and the pathway up to the miners guild. And obviously now we've got a defined pathway going that way. We've got to mark that pathway to go up over the hill. We can start adding them over time because we know roughly their layout they're going to go. But now we've got this in place, we can start working out where some buildings are going to go. I'm going to put one here and one here sort of to fit in around the miners guild. One on the corner here. We can add up some homes or push it into the hills for the miners as well. You know, things like furnace, we need blacksmiths to make in the tools for going to the mine. All these sort of things can get built in now over time, and we've got places where we can put them in as well. I think you need to start working out where some of these buildings are going to go and actually start planning out this area a bit further. Now we've got a defined infrastructure in place with these roads. But now I'm going to wrap this episode up here. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't done already. Ring the bell to be notified of future content, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.